What is up, you guys? theajblack here. Welcome back to another reaction video. And today, well, not only we're going to react to it, we're going to discuss about where they say Marvel Studios is planning on recasting the character T'Challa. Now, they should have done that immediately after Chadwick Boseman died. Like, you know, let's get in with the video and we'll talk about this.
Well, it looks like Marvel Studios is ready to cast a new Black Panther in the MCU, and I want to be specific here. We are talking specifically about T'Challa, not another character who takes on the mantle of the Black Panther like Shuri did, but Marvel Studios actually recasting the character T'Challa that Chadwick Boseman played. Now, originally...
Okay, like, they should have done that immediately after Chadwick Boseman died. Like, I get it that Chadwick Boseman is the great man, he well loved and much respect, but making that decision of recasting the character is the dumbest decision ever. Like, you can still honor the memory of Chadwick Boseman, but the character is too important to the storyline in the MCU, because we never got to see T'Challa meeting Namor. We never got to see him forming a father-son relationship with his son, because the plot of Wakanda Forever before Chadwick Boseman died is T'Challa was supposed to start a relationship with his son after he came back from a storyline in the event of Endgame. So, and that could have led to introduction of later on to him meeting Storm, because Black Panther and Storm they were married in the Marvel comics. So
Marvel Studios decided to not recast T'Challa. They did this to honor the memory of Chadwick Boseman, and so Shuri became Black Panther in the MCU, starring in Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, which had very mixed reactions. There were a lot of people out there who wanted T'Challa to be recast, not out of any disrespect at all towards Chadwick Boseman, but for respect and praise and love for the actual character T'Challa. In fact, one of my friends, E-Man...
Well, okay. Like, you got William Hurt. Actually, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. You got Red Hulk, aka Thunderbolt Ross, recast after William Hurt passed. Because William Hurt passed, like, in 2022. And then you recast the character and give it to Harrison Ford. And you didn't do it to T'Challa. I don't get it. Like, I literally don't get it. You didn't do the same thing with William Hurt. Like, come on.
And started the recast T'Challa movement, because what he meant to him and what he meant to his children and what he meant to a very large community. Very important. But Marvel Studios decided to not recast T'Challa. However, now it seems like they might have changed their mind, as a new report states that not only has Marvel Studios changed their mind about not recasting T'Challa, but they have actually already offered the role to an actor. So things seem to be in full motion for recasting T'Challa, which makes sense because thanks to Denzel Washington, we know that Black Panther 3 is in the works. When Denzel Washington was doing interviews for Gladiator 2, in one interview he started to talk about retirement, and he started to list a few projects that he has until basically he's done, and in that list was Black Panther 3. And what's very interesting is that he actually apologized to Ryan Coogler for leaking it, for putting it out there that Black Panther 3 is happening. So this is 100% confirmed. They clearly have a story of what they want to do, a direction to go ahead and sign on an actor to play a specific role in the movie, Denzel. And now it sounds like, thanks to the Multiverse saga, we could be getting a new T'Challa, which might give us the best of both worlds. This report is coming from industry insider Jeff Snyder from The Insider, a longtime industry veteran who has been on quite a hot streak recently.
Now, there's one actor I would like to see play as T'Challa is I'm sorry if I butchered it, is an Aldis Hodge, the dude that played Hawkman in the Black Adam movie. The way that I saw him perform as Hawkman, I was like, wow, okay, that's T'Challa right there. If it were up to me, I would have done that. He could have played the character. Marvel should have given him that role.
With his scoops and reports, and he recently posted this to his website, theinsnider.com. Rather than recast his signature role as T'Challa in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, Marvel wisely laid the character to rest and passed the mantle on to his sister, Shuri, played by Letitia Wright.
Now, okay, like, still at the same time, it's the dumbest decision, but I don't mind Shuri becoming the Black Panther, which is true. She became the Black Panther in the comics. I love it. Wakanda Forever is the best movie. I love it, but at the same time, I'm still mad that they killed off T'Challa because of Chadwick Boseman's death. Because my issue is with a fictional character being killed off because of the actor or actress's past. That should not affect the character. Just because the actor or the actress has died doesn't mean you have to kill off the character. It should not affect the character. I've seen so many in other Disney movies. They've done that. They've done that in other Disney movies. I love the storyline. I love when Shuri became the new Black Panther. She fought off Namor, which is it based off from the book. Which I love it. I absolutely love it. But still, we never get to see T'Challa go face off with Namor on screen. It's ridiculous. Again, the actor's death should not affect the character. And now you decide that, now Marvel, you decide to recast T'Challa right now, which you should have done that immediately after Boseman died.
Black Panther grossed $1.35 billion worldwide and was a bona fide cultural phenomenon. Its 2022 sequel, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, took in just $859 million worldwide. That's a difference of nearly $500 million, and Wright didn't exactly endear herself to the studio during production. My point is that with Marvel reshuffling the deck in advance of Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, and Robert Downey Jr. coming back not as Iron Man but as Dr. Doom, I'm told that the door is firmly open for T'Challa to be recast via the magic of the multiverse. In fact, I heard that an actor was actually offered the role this past fall, a couple of months after Downey's big reveal at Comic-Con, but they turned it down, not wanting to jeopardize their career momentum by stepping into Boseman's gigantic shoes, which may be too big to fill, even for Hollywood's most talented black actors. And it is certainly true that the shoes to fill are very, very big. However, I do think that a lot of people really do want T'Challa to continue on in the MCU. Now, Jeff Snyder states that the multiverse is the key here. The door is firmly open for...
Now, okay, so yeah. I get where this is going. I had a theory that... Yeah, speaking of the multiverse, I have a theory that how they're going to bring back T'Challa. They're going to go to another Earth or some point, another timeline where T'Challa is still alive. Either another Earth or another timeline. Maybe, what if, that one Earth where T'Challa lost everyone, he had nobody, and then they're going to bring him into the main MCU universe, in the main Earth 616. So, yeah, so I think that theory is the great idea. How are they going to do it? Marvel know what they're doing. They know what they do. They know what they're doing.
for T'Challa to be recast via the magic of the multiverse. And that's 100% correct. It's the perfect opportunity for them to do this if that's indeed what they want to do. And if what he has heard is true, that's entirely what they want to do. If they've already offered the role to another actor, then they are actively trying to do this. The multiverse is the perfect solution to recast T'Challa, and the multiverse saga is the perfect opportunity to get it done. Especially because recently, and we'll just call them rumors for now, there's been rumors that when we go into the next saga after Avengers Secret Wars, there's only going to be one Earth. There's only going to be a focus on one universe, which makes sense because we're going to be coming out of the multiverse saga and going into something completely new, a universe where finally the Avengers can exist with the X-Men and the Fantastic Four all together, which means in any of these films, Avengers Doomsday, Black Panther 3, or Avengers Secret Wars, Marvel can recast T'Challa via the multiverse, and in the new universe that comes after Avengers Secret Wars, whoever that person is can be the main T'Challa in the main universe moving forward, because this new universe is going to be essentially a combination of a bunch of different universes. Now, this seemingly does go against what seemed to be Marvel's new plan of getting a T'Challa in the MCU by having Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa and Nakia having a son, also named T'Challa. And some people think that this is what Jeff Snyder is referring to. They're going to be casting somebody to play the role of T'Challa's son, who is also in turn named T'Challa. However,
I'm not fun with that. I'm really not fun with that because he's just a kid. It's just a kid. And even though they're gonna have him grow up in the storyline, but still, it's just weird. Because in the main comic book storyline, of course, T'Challa and Shuri are siblings, but having the T'Challa Jr. as the main T'Challa, the new Black Panther, and you have him in the storyline as Shuri's nephew, which, like, I don't mind. Listen, I don't mind T'Challa having a son in the MCU, but him being the grow up and become the new Black Panther, it's just not the same. It's not the same at all.
However, I don't think he would be mentioning the multiverse if that was the case. Plus, if they were talking about T'Challa's son, they would continue to have the same problem that everybody was talking about when they originally showed us that T'Challa had a son. That problem was the age gap. The child T'Challa is just that, a child in the MCU. We'll have to jump forward about 15 years into the future, and many people don't really see a way how that can happen in the MCU with the current timeline. However, since we are in the multiverse saga, and we know that not just multiverse travel is going to be involved, but time travel is going to be involved as well, it is possible. It's very messy, but it is possible. But alternatively, the better solution is to simply recast the character using the multiverse as a way to do that. It's relatively clean considering what is about to happen in the MCU with Avengers Doomsday, Spider-Man 4, the Fantastic Four, and Avengers Secret Wars. They're going to be pretty big multiversal projects. And although I do definitely respect Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige for not recasting T'Challa to honor Chadwick Boseman, I think that decision is kind of coming back to haunt them now. As a lot of the fandom over time has kind of leaned more towards the side of they should have simply recast the character. You could still, of course, honor Chadwick Boseman while still continuing the legacy of this very important character.
Like I said, you can still honor the legacy of Chadwick Boseman, but don't kill off the fictional character. But, like, okay, hypothetically, like, what if Tom Holland passed away? Would you recast Peter Parker? Like, who would be the new Peter Parker if Tom Holland died? Like, you're gonna have MJ be the new Spider character, or Ned be the new Spider-Man? Hell no.
The MCU. And although Black Panther 2 was not as good as Black Panther 1, I do think they did a really good job at honoring Chadwick. But I do think it's still a great movie. It's like Jeff Snyder said, Marvel's going to take full advantage of the multiverse to get a new T'Challa in the MCU, essentially recasting him. And that means that the only question now is, who exactly are they going to get to play him. I do wonder who they offered the role to, who rejected it. I can definitely understand why they would reject it, but I'm curious to who it would be. But who would you like to see play the new T'Challa in the MCU? And do you think that this is a good idea to recast T'Challa using the Multiverse Saga instead of going the route that they were seemingly going to go before, where the new T'Challa in the MCU was simply going to be Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa's son? Let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments.
Yeah, so they should have done that a long time ago, immediately after Chadwick Boseman passed. But yeah, if they were up to me, I would have done that. If I was president of Marvel Studios, 100% I would have recast the character. Not out of disrespect for Chadwick Boseman, because he's a great guy. Of course we're going to honor him. We're going to always honor his legacy. But it's a fictional character. T'Challa is very important to the MCU, and you had to cut him off. His story was cut off short because of Boseman's death. So I'm hoping that we're gonna get a new T'Challa. Well, we are, but how do I say it? Like, how do I word it? Like, how am I gonna bring him up? Of course, the multiverse. But yeah. So this should have done that a long time ago. It's really the dumbest decision ever. So yeah. So let me know what you guys think, and are you happy that we're gonna get T'Challa back? And are you excited for the new Avengers movie, Avengers Doomsday? So let me know what you guys think. Hit a like, comment, and subscribe. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.